All right, good evening. Welcome to this February 7th, 2022 meeting of the Norfolk City Council. To begin, I will call the meeting to order and call your attention to the Open Meetings Act posted here in the council chambers. If you now please join me in rising for a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call, please, Bethy.
Granquist,
Here.
Aaron's,
Here.
Merrill,
Here.
McCarthy,
Here.
Weirin,
Here.
Jackson, Clausen,
Here.
Hildebrand.
Here.
Okay, with that, I would look for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Motion and second. If no discussion, please vote.
All council members voting in the affirmative that are present.
Okay, with that, I would look for a motion to approve the full agenda.
So moved. Second.
Motion and second. If no discussion, please vote.
All council members present voting in the affirmative.
All right, that takes us to item number 23 on the council agenda under special presentations. And tonight we have a proclamation for February 2022 as the Joy of Reading Month. And I'll read the proclamation, and I think we have some folks here to receive it afterwards. So the proclamation for Joy of Reading Month reads as follows. Whereas reading is a skill that only gets better with practice and is essential to a child's success in school, and there's more to reading than homework and class assignments, and there are an endless number of fun and interesting books out there waiting to be discovered, and older students can use their influence to encourage younger children to read more, and Norfolk's Joy Junior Optimist Octagon International members believe they can make a difference by encouraging their peers and younger students to read more books and thus improve their reading skills. And whereas the city of Norfolk values its young service leaders and their efforts to make a difference in our community by mentoring younger readers. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Josh Moaning, Mayor of the City of Norfolk, Nebraska, do hereby proclaim the month of February 2022 as Joy of Reading Month in the City of Norfolk, and encourage all citizens to take due note of the observance. Now, who's going to step forward and receive the proclamation? All right, how about everybody? And we're going to get a picture, okay? You all want to introduce yourselves right quick? No? All right. I guess you don't have to. How about here? I'll stand in the middle of here.
Yes.
Here, let's go. Help me hold it. Yeah. All right. Open and wide. All right. Thank you very much for being here and being part of this program. How about we all give you a hand? Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Okay. Once again, we want to thank the Junior Optimists for recognizing Reading Month and for everyone being here tonight. Thank you very much. All right, that takes us to item number 24 on the council agenda under public hearings and related action. So I will open this public hearing at the request of MIE LLC to consider a zoning change from R1 Single Family Residential District to R3 Multiple Family Residential District on property addressed as 1413 North 13th Street. And to kick off the hearing and give us some background, Val Grimes, our city planner, please.
Yes, thank you. Just to give you an idea of where this parcel is and what used to be on there, there was a house that was torn down that was on this piece of property. It's probably about 3.5 to 4 acres. It has a church on both sides, north and south, and it's adjacent to the Ponca land to the west and then Highway 13 on the east. And so this is where, if you look at a map, Syracuse dead ends towards the east there, and we do have right-of-way that if they want to extend Syracuse. This is R1 zoned, and it has R1 zoning around it, but being along the highway like this, we feel that it's probably an appropriate place where you could put some multifamily, and that is the desire of Kelby Herman. He is here today. If you have any questions for him, he's asking for the zone change from R1 to R3.
Okay. Thank you, Val. So this is a public hearing. Anyone wishing to make comment can come forward and do so now.
Kelby Herman, 1005 Darris Drive, Norfolk. I intend to develop that parcel into a multifamily apartment project where there'll be 4 buildings and some detached garages, similar style of building to what I did at the Norpark development on the east side of Norfolk by Norfolk or Nucor Detailing and MPPD. So
How many units would that be then, Kelby?
it
About?
will be 64. There'll be 4 2-story buildings with 16 units in each. There hasn't been much multifamily development done on that side of town,
Right.
nor on the north, so I thought that would be a good spot to put it.
So I get this question sometimes with the influx of multifamily that's been built the last few years. Obviously, if you're seeking to do this, you sense there's still a pretty strong demand for multifamily.
Yeah, our project we did at Norpark, that development, that's 99% full, and that filled up quickly, and I have 15 triplex units that are out there that have been full since we built them. So there's still a
Pretty clear statement.
strong demand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Questions? Thank you.
It's like that's it. I think there's a sheet there that we need to have you sign in on. Thank you, Kelby. This is a public hearing, so anyone else that might wish to make comment can do so now. Okay, seeing and hearing no one, I will ask now for a planning commission report.
The Norfolk Planning Commission held a public hearing on January 19th, 2022 at the request of MIE LLC to consider a zoning change from R1 Single Family Residential District to R3 Multiple Family Residential District on property addressed as 413 North 13th Street. The Planning Commission recommends approval of the request with a 9-0 vote.
Okay, thank you. With that, I will close the hearing and move to item number 25. Look for a motion to consider ordinance number 5765 approving a zoning change from R1 to R3 on property addressed as 1413 North 13th Street.
I'll offer for consideration ordinance number 5765.
Second.
Okay, motion second. Any discussion or questions on this, council?
I maybe do have one question that I asked earlier. You did say Syracuse is coming up to the back of that property.
The right-of-way is there along the south.
Any ideas of having more than one entrance into
That is, it's designed.
If you, Kelby, we'd have to have you come forward, please.
It has been designed to potentially exit south onto Syracuse if that's extended, and exit out to the east onto the highway.
Any other questions or comments?
Yeah, and just to kind of add to that, we have shared with Kelby the desire that Syracuse Avenue would be extended to Highway 81 at some point.
Anything further? I would just say I think it's a good sign and a strong sign of growth, of further growth in the community, that the market demand for these multifamily units is still as present as it is. So it's good to see that development. If no further discussion or questions, I would ask for a short title, please.
An ordinance of the City of Norfolk, Madison County, Nebraska, amending the zoning district map of the City of Norfolk, Nebraska, providing when this ordinance shall be in full force and effect, and providing for the publication of this ordinance in pamphlet form.
Okay, please vote.
All council members present voting in the affirmative.
And I'll make a motion that we suspend the rules and pass this ordinance on second and third, seeing there's no opposition.
Second that.
Okay, motion and second to suspend the rules and approve on second and third readings. If no further discussion, please vote.
All council members present voting in the affirmative. Ordinance 5765 carries on third reading, or all three readings.
Takes us to item number 26 on the regular agenda. I would look for a motion to consider ordinance 5761, approving a zoning change from A, agricultural district, to RR, rural residential district, on property addressed as 4404 South First Street. As a note, ordinance number 5761 passed on first reading only at the December 20th City Council meeting, and ordinance number 5761 passed on second reading only at the January 18th Council meeting.
I'll make a motion for consideration of ordinance number 5761.
Motion and second, and given that no discussion is allowed on third reading, I would ask for a short title, and then following that, the vote.
An ordinance of the City of Norfolk, Madison County, Nebraska, amending the zoning district map of the City of Norfolk, Nebraska, providing when this ordinance shall be in full force and effect, and providing for the publication of this ordinance in pamphlet form.
Okay, please vote.
All council members present voting in the affirmative. Ordinance 5761 passes on third reading.
All right, item number 27. Would entertain a motion to consider resolution number 2022-4, approving the final plat of Sunshine Park Edition.
I'll offer for consideration resolution 2022-4.
Second.
Motion second. For some background on this, Val, once again, please.
Yes, thank you. This is the plat that we finally got all the information for the zone change that you just passed on third reading. So this is the plat that shows just that 1 3-acre lot that corresponds with the exact zoning that you just did on number 27.
Okay. Thank you, Val. Any questions or discussion on this, council? Okay, hearing none, please vote.
All council members voting in the affirmative. Resolution 2022-4 passes and is adopted.
Item 28, I would look for a motion to consider approval of staff to purchase 2 snowplows, trucks, and support equipment using funding allotted for the 2022-2023 fiscal year prior to the 2022-2023 budget approval for an amount not to exceed $480,000.
I'll offer the motion.
Second.
Okay, motion and second, and we will hear from Will Elwell, our City Streets Department Manager.
Good evening.
Evening.
So, this here is probably a little unusual for how you normally go about doing this, but with the times we're having, with trying to get equipment, there's some that's been ordered since last summer that are just getting here or still getting pushed out to get received. And there was some was ordered last July, now they're out till past August to take that, so it's over a year. And so looking forward and talking with different equipment vendors, we're kind of against the same thing here with the trucks, that if we don't look at ordering here in the second quarter, we're here, they're not sure when they'll let us order again. It may push out to 2023 before we could order trucks. If that happened, then you're looking at 2024 for them to arrive. So trying to be proactive between getting the chassis ordered and then if we can get them in to get them outfitted actually at the same time would be the next thing. What they are finding there a little bit is those orders aren't coming in for people, so some of them spots are opening up where you could get them outfitted, but just trying to cover our bases, I guess. So.
Okay.
I think proactivity would benefit the community in this case.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions for Will? Comments? Thank you. Thank you, Will. All right. Any further discussion, council? Hearing none, please vote.
All council members present voting in the affirmative.
Okay, that takes us to item number 29, which is a potential closed session for the council. I would, in order to do that, seek a motion to go into closed session for the protection of the public interest to discuss potential litigation.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
A motion and second. If no discussion, please vote.
All council members present voting in the affirmative. Motion carries.
So the motion carries. Again, this closed session is for the sole purpose of updating elected officials on the subject matter of potential litigation. Okay, the only item discussed during the closed session was potential litigation. May I have a motion to come out of closed session?
So moved.
Motion and second. If no discussion, please vote.
All council members present voting in the affirmative.
All right, we are out of closed session, and with nothing further on the city council agenda, we are concluded, and this meeting is adjourned. Good evening.
Jack.